It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Cuts it to the right side, and he's out the clear. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
Mundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to respond immediately. Touchdown Raiders.
Touchdown
Dante
Raiders.
Thornton Jr., number 5 for him this season. Mike Tomlin never afraid to go for 2. Has his offense out to do just that.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Saints 7, Raiders 6.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, Shuck. Rushes right there as he releases it. And he goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. Get a 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Thrown to double coverage, odds are against you.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shuck looking to pass here. Throw left side, finds Johnson. So give him 10 before he steps out of bounds. That is going to be 1st down Saints.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. Now Shuck to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to be able to get them to 1st. They stop him just shy of what they needed. Interesting call now coming up on 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. Trying for it with Shuck. Good slide downfield to Olave. They come through massive gain there on 4th down. Give them 24 yards. And most importantly, 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution, because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Back to throw. Shuck. He's got a man left. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Design quarterback run here. And he gets home. Touchdown Saints. Tyler Shuck, his 1st career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? For the extra point, here's Smith. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead is up to 8. Reed now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And it is first down Las Vegas. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Fields changing things around here. They've got a man in motion. Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. They cross the 40 on a nice run. He does it. Touchdown.
Fields on the keeper. Touchdown.
They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing. Get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Back to throw. Here's Fields. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
14. Raiders 12.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Let's start this drive with Achane. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. On the keeper, here's Shaw. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Chuck on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. Getting close, and a hit really forced him to that sideline. But not before he picked up 24. And that is going to give the Saints a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Chuck. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Achane, a first down carry. Fights his way through a tackle. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a design run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Chuck to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Shuck got one back earlier and now takes one across. For the extra point, here's Smith. Send right down the middle and good. That grows their lead to 9.
Saints 21, Raiders 12.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Field throwing here. That'll be Cox. Here's Ty Chandler. Get some space around midfield. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
First down, Raiders.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Change up the call. Fields looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Offense going audible this time. Working on 2nd down. Fields buys time, rolling right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Going with an alternate play here. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet? Is it Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. This snap going to be our last before the 2-minute warning. Trying a different look to get the conversion. Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. They're down to their final one in this half. This snap going to be our last before the 2-minute warning. They're going to switch things up at the line. They do snap it. Here's Fields. That is our 2-minute warning. 1:56 left to go before we take a break. Saints holding the lead inside of the Superdome. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Working near his goal line. Connection is made to Travis Achane. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Looking from his end zone. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. This is a heater going deep. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Rob, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just 2nd down. Making a read at the line. Second down throw for Fields. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Air it out on 3rd. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to 1st. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Fields to throw it. He put everything he's got behind it. And he hauls in the interception. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shuck's gonna throw here. Fits it through the middle. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
49 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the red zone now. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown Saints. Tyler Shuck. A hat trick for him in this first half. For the extra point, here's Smith. This one splits the uprights. It is good. They now lead by 14 points. Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. This is cut downfield by Allen. There's the tackle. This play goes for 29 before it, though. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
Gain of 29 yards. First down, Raiders.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Timeout comes in. Clock showing 9 seconds left in this half. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Here's Fields to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Only time left for one more snap, Rob, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw. Shuck. He's running with it. And Shuck's going to have him the first down as he slides in safely. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. The play fake. It's Fields. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. And that is back-to-back sacks for him.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect the quarterback. And they didn't either.
Fields changing things around here. Play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, they got to him as he was trying to make that throw. Defense making an impact coming out of the locker room, Brock. Quickly, made his 3rd down. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Looking to throw Fields. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Oh, he loses the football. And the Saints get to it. Quick thinking and a great effort. Brock adds a bunch on that fumble return.
When you choose not to slide as a quarterback, that's what can happen. And those Predators feel that prey, and they go after. Not only do they want to hit the quarterback, to hit him and knock the ball out, that is just a worthy celebration on that sidelines.
Achane running right. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Shuck to throw. Good strike downfield to Olave. And he gets home. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave is 4 through the air this season.
Charlie Smith on for the extra point.
Smith's point after is good. And lead now up to 18 points.
35. Raiders 17.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shots.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Fields with a chance to run it here. And he's out of bounds just past what looks like the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off play action, it's Fields. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Field throwing here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Shot to throw. And down he goes. They drop him right along that midfield stripe. And that is the first sack of the 3rd-rounder's career.
Kate, you know why so many of these guys celebrate and have their sack dances? And it goes back to the 80s. It's because so much work goes into it. You don't see it behind the scenes, but they know it, they feel it, and that's the first of his career.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He took all that talk of waving the white flag on 2nd down. Brock, he pushed that away. He said, get that flag out of here. Nearly got him the 1st down on that run.
I just love that call, too. I don't think coordinators do that enough. You think you got to throw your way out of it? Run that ball to get back on schedule.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. Stopped after a gain of just 1, but still enough there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 18 Pioneers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 17. Go track. Go track.
Throwing, Shuck. He's got it at the 6. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his 2nd of this quarter.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Smith will tack on the point after, and that adds yet another to their lead.
Score Saints 42, Raiders 17.
Reed now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Changing up the call. Fields looking to throw. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
2nd down. Here's Fields. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shuck looking to pass here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Had a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, it was too good, and he didn't trust that throw.
On 2nd down, Shuck. Oh, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down. Talk about a clutch time to come through with a big run there, huh, Brock? You never want to go 3 and out from your own side of the field.
You know what those big guys like at the line of scrimmage, too? They like a chunky run. They don't mind being chunky themselves, so that one moved the chains.
Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter. Chuck. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Here's Chuck on second. Throw right side, caught by Olave. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And it's going to be first down New Orleans.
6 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over.
Got it. Ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they're going to be set up with a fresh set of downs. First and goal coming up. A gain of 12 on that play.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Design quarterback run here. And in as he finishes it on the keeper. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. That's his second of the year. For the extra point, here's Smith. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they pad their lead by 1.
49. Raiders 17.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now it's Fields. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first. Offense up to the line fast.
23 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Fields to throw it. And he's going to go down. They drop him back on his own side at the 47. Chase Young matching last week's effort with that sack.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Working on second down. Fields. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And out he goes after picking up 24 on the play. And that sets up a Raiders first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Offense to the line fast.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1.
Stop short of
Call it a 7-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Looking for it with Genty. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's in trouble. He's not going to get away from this. They drop him at the 10. Christian Wilkins. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Trying for it with Shuck. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Here's Fields to throw. And it was a big play for a moment, but he can't keep control of it through that hit. It's incomplete. That brings us to 3rd down.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us. And when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And they will take him down. They've got it back to the 41. And that brings up 4th and very, very long.
You know what's so cool about that play, Kate? We got to see so many of the traits this young man has. competitive toughness, the ability to read and react to pass pro, and then defeat it, close on the quarterback, and make that very first sack. That's one he will remember for a long time.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Swapping to a different play here. Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they get to him and hold it down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. Running left. Here's Achane. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith.
Charlie Smith on for the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And lead grows by one.
Makes the score Saints 56, Raiders 17.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Offense going audible this time. Throwing on second, here's Fields. Trying to push deep downfield. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down. On with an alternate play here. Play action now. It's Fields. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
But it brings up fourth down.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover.